This is Gid2772. I'm pretty sure I've reacted to a couple of his videos before. This one is Kuwabara's Dark Tournament Run needs to be studied. Now, we did a video about Hiei's Dark Tournament Run, which was absolutely immaculate. Hiei was by far one of the absolute goats of the Dark Tournament. But Kuwabara put in a great deal of work too, and Kuwabara is definitely a stand-up guy. So let's check out his Dark Tournament Run.
Alright, so peep this. Last Yu Yu Hakusho video, we went over Hiei's elite Dark Tournament run, where he went not only undefeated, but had his aura on point. That
Oh hell
was
yeah!
too clean while handing out nothing but straight L's. And seeing how well received that video was, it's only right that we run it back. But this time, we'll be going through Kuwabara's run, and really see
Based.
just how well he performed in the Dark Tournament. We kick off his run with the very first match of the tournament, his fight against Rinku of Team Rokuyukai. And just like I said in the Hiei video, these Rokuyukai niggas do not have any respect for Team Urameshi. They think these
No, they
boys
do
stupid.
not.
It's clear as day when he tells Kuwabara he's gonna play around first before really trying to put some serious hands on him, and then proceeds to start hopping around the ring fast as shit. Got my guy Kuwabara looking bewildered as he barely dodges an incoming kick. Looks like Rinku still nicked him though, got Buddy leaking a little. Kuwabara looks around the ring, but doesn't see Rinku anywhere, only to finally look down and see the little nigga just squatting below him, charging up a wicked jump kick straight to Kuwabara's jaw, sending bro just long enough for Rinku to start emoting on his ass. Just peep how bro hits a whole
Yo, by the way, I know I said this shit before, but Kuwabara is an absolute fucking unit. That dude will take a licking and keep on ticking. He is motherfucker must have been manufactured by Timex or some shit.
epic level flip to stick the landing and then start hopping in place. This nigga is not worried about Kuwabara at all, but he's gonna need to earn that respect in this fight. And he proceeds to do just that. Rinku starts speeding around the ring again, leaving multiple after images trying to confuse Kuwabara
Double
so he can
team
catch
ass
him slipping.
motherfucker.
But as he's hopping around, Kuwabara notices that the real Rinku is leaving a trail as he moves. And thanks to that, he's able to spot the real thing and rocks his shit with a punch straight to the top of the dome. Got that nigga skipping across the ring. It's clear that shit hurt. Little homie stumbling and bumbling.
Some child
When he
abuse.
does, he tries to get right back to his speeding around the ring thing. But that shit is shut down real quick by Kuwabara. Rinku can't fool bro no more. He's familiar with his game now. Right before Rinku can take off, Kuwabara appears right in front of him and kicks him in the
Bop.
face, getting back
Got
the
him.
kick to the jaw he took earlier, sending the little nigga flying across the ring once again. At this point, the crowd is in awe and a bit pissed because a demon
Yo, he was bouncing that kid around like a Super Bowl. Remember those 25-cent rubber balls you used to play with in fucking when we were in like elementary school? You fucking throw that shit mad hard at the floor. That shit bounce up, bounce off the ceiling, bounce off the floor, bounce off the ceiling.
is getting his shit cooked by a human. They start getting on Rinku, calling him a disgrace, saying his sorry ass needs to throw in the towel and all that type shit. And as for Team Urameshi, they are shocked. They ain't never seen Kuwabara move like this. Nigga feeling himself so much he starts aura farming, walking up to Rinku and just standing over him as he struggles to get up. It's really looking like Kuwabara's got this in the bag. He delivers a Gohan-esque gut shot to Rinku and starts chasing him down as he prepares his finishing blow. But before his attack can land, Rinku finally decides to lock in. Immediately, he weaves Kuwabara's punch, appearing behind him, got my nigga looking perplexed, only to turn around and get hit like how Raccoon did Gohan. Full force kick to the side of the head with enough power to break bro's neck, making it look like he just put Kuwabara on a shirt. As the announcer starts her count, Rinku explains how he was letting Kuwabara get hits in to make the fight look closer than it actually was. And no cap, this nigga here looks way too happy that Kuwabara supposedly lost. Like my nigga, that's your teammate.
Right?
Smiling, looking happy as shit that Kuwabara got the shit kicked out of him.
Yo, he ain't never gonna get over the fact that Kuwabara is dating his sister. That is just something that he ain't always gonna be a fucking number one hater for. Because when it comes to Kuwabara, he's always gonna hate that kid.
Moving like he had a parlay on Rinku, and that shit just hit. Anyway, back to the fight. The announcer is closing in on finishing her count, and as that's happening, we see Rinku celebrating, blowing kisses to the same crowd that was calling him ass earlier. But as he's doing that, he notices no one is cheering. Instead, they all sound surprised. The camera shot changes, and we see just why. Kuwabara, who was thought to be packed up, is just fine. Well, maybe not just fine. That nigga is clearly struggling to get up.
That shit hurting.
And with that, the fight is back on. The two of them start off by sizing each other up, the crowd just waiting for the action to start back up. Looks like they're gonna have to wait just a bit longer though, cause these two gotta aura farm real quick. Just watch as the lightning strikes in the perfect position, giving them both elite lighting for these shots right here. Timing is so perfect, you'd think the lightning was a paid actor. With the aura farming done for now, Rinku decides to stop holding back, pulling out his weapons, a pair of yo-yos. And you know Tagashi had to think using yo-yos as a weapon was tough, with how he gave a pair to Killua and Hunter x Hunter. Kuwabara, seeing that Rinku was
Yeah, I just realized that shit. Damn. Yeah.
pulling out all the stops, decides to do the same, summoning not just one, but two spirit swords, dual wielding this.
Homie, I was just
With
about to
both
say that
fighters
she's
finally
dual
showing off their
wielding.
abilities, we get right back to scrapping. Rinku jumps in the air and fires his yo-yos at Kuwabara, who isn't phased at first, and tries slashing at them with his sword, only for the yo-yo to swerve his blade and land a direct hit, making Kuwabara fall on his ass. We're given an explanation on how Rinku's yo-yos work. By using his demon energy, he can not only control where the yo-yos go, but they also pack an extra punch. With the explanations done, Rinku gets right back to the action, firing his yo-yos once again. Kuwabara shows some quick thinking though, trying to use the tiles of the ring to block the yo-yos, but too bad for him,
that don't work.
the yo-yo
This
shreds
shit's go
straight
right
through
through
the
the
tiles
floor.
with ease, landing another direct hit to Kuwabara. Hit that nigga so hard he ended up dropping his swords. Rinku's not done with him just yet though. After landing his attack, he follows it up by wrapping the yo-yo strings around Kuwabara's arms and legs. Got this nigga looking like a human kite. Then he hits Bro in the back with his yo-yo, slamming him into the ground and dragging Kuwabara all across the ring. My nigga getting crazy floor burn. About to be looking like Two-Face after this fight. And just when you think things couldn't get worse, this little nigga Ranku starts doing devious deeds to Kuwabara, raising his body into the air and continuously slamming him back into the ring. That don't have my guy looking like that one injured nigga off the SpongeBob episode where they were selling chocolate. It's looking like Kuwabara's chances are in the shitter. But even so, he is not faltering. Still thinking he's got this fight. My nigga is very clearly going through it, but that dog in him is still going strong. To Rinku though, all this bravado.
And that's what I mean. Kuwabara got that dog in him. If you want to stop Kuwabara, the only surefire way to stop Kuwabara is to kill that motherfucker. Because he's just gonna keep coming. Like, you can break his legs, he'll crawl towards you with his arms and shit. He just don't want to stop. He don't know the meaning of the word surrender. That's the coolest thing about Kuwabara. That's the base thing about Kuwabara.
Is just a bunch of yap. He's about ready to end this fight. So for his big finale, once again, he raises Kuwabara into the
An aluminum yo-yo? Jesus fucking Christ! I can only imagine. That shit's gotta crack a dome if it hits you. Like, I don't even want to think about, like, if you get a clear shot to someone's head with that shit, you could probably fucking send somebody directly to the shadow realm with that goddamn thing. Goddamn. I mean, I know yo-yos were originally a weapon, and then they became a toy, but like, there's sort of one of those things that's kind of both. Like, yo-yos, slingshots, and boomerangs are all kind of weapons slash toys.
air. Then only after having the cameraman do like 50 360 shots of him.
Or maybe humans are just naturally fucking violent.
Like, goddamn, like, you about to make me dizzy. He releases Kuwabara, causing him to start plummeting back to the ground. But you see, Rinku letting go of Kuwabara turned out to be a big mistake, because once again, Kuwabara shows that he's smarter than he lets on. He extends his spirit sword, creating a javelin that allows him to land safely, and now that he's got that figured out, he focuses on applying belt to ass. He uses that same spirit sword he extended to launch himself at Rinku. Now with Kuwabara hot on his ass, Rinku sees this as a perfect opportunity to land a full force hit with all of his yo-yos. But he's not the only one who sees an opening, Kuwabara does too. At the same time Rinku shoots his yo-yos, Kuwabara fires off his spirit sword, extending it towards Rinku. Rinku tries to sidestep it, but Kuwabara makes his sword swerve and bend the corner. This results in both of them eating their respective attacks and getting knocked out the ring. With them both out, the announcer starts counting, waiting to see if either of the two will make it back into the ring. And as she's counting, we see Rinku.
And yeah, Rinku had to resort to some bullshit to win because he was like, yo, I can't. I wailed on this dude with everything I had, and he barely fucking flinched. I can't anymore. I, I don't got. It's like, I think he literally used this phrase. It's like fighting a brick.
Climbing the edge of the ring, slowly making his way up, and it's clear, Kuwabara's attack did a number on little homie. Nigga breathing heavy as hell, just rushing to heal himself. That disrespect for Kuwabara is long gone. Shit, if you ask me, it might have turned into fear. Why? Well, peep this. Kuwabara shoots right up after some encouraging words from Yusuke.
Kuwabara, it's already bad enough if I whoop your ass every day of the week.
Yeah.
My nigga, I knew we should have left your sorry.
Peep this. Kuwabara shoots right up after some encouraging words from Yusuke.
Kuwabara, it's already bad enough if I whoop your ass every day of the week. Now you're losing the tots, my nigga? I knew we should have left your sorry ass at home.
Damn.
Kuwabara is a bit occupied arguing with a sleeping Yusuke and doesn't notice that the count is still going on. Once he's reminded, before he can get back into the ring, Rinku, with extreme urgency, wraps him up so he can't get back into the ring, resulting in a Kuwabara loss. And I'ma just say, the same who was talking crazy the night before is now ducking the fade.
Yeah, like, we all know the reason he did that was because he didn't want to fight Kuwabara no more. He just didn't want to go through with that no more. He was like, nah, I don't wanna. He did not want to do that shit. Nah, I kind of respect that because he was like that. That in and of itself is kind of a fucking sign of respect because he was like, nah. If this keeps going, I might not win, so I'm gonna have to resort to some bullshit.
Out of here! Get him out of here! And I'm not gonna lie, first watch through, I was pissed as hell at Kuwabara for wasting time pressing Yusuke, but watching back, he sorta did his job in letting the other competitors know shit ain't sweet with Team Urameshi. Look around and you will find out. Sadly, it had to be in a loss, starting him off at an 0-1 record. The next fight on the list is Kuwabara vs Risho, and for this fight, my guy Kuwabara was fighting on like 10 HP. They was going through it after
He put the Pokemon fucking low HP fucking thing.
the group match of him, Yusuke, and Genkai versus Dr. Ichigaki. I'm not covering that fight in detail since we're only talking about one-on-ones, but for some context, I'll give you a quick rundown on how we got to Kuwabara entering this battle with his health bar already in the red. So pretty much, Kuwabara gets a dream the night before the fight, where he basically sees the backstory of the three fighters. Through this, he finds out that these three got finessed by Dr. Ichigaki, which resulted in them being turned into mindless soldiers who follow his every command. So with that in mind, the majority of this fight, Team Urameshi is just dodging, trying not to get sent to the grave. But the problem is, these three fighters are a problem. At some point in the fight, Kuwabara decides to do the unthinkable and use a legendary technique that not a single character in Yu Yu Hakusho has shown the skill to be able to pull off, and that's Talk no Jutsu. This nigga Kuwabara really tries talking to the three mind control fighters, trying to pull off a Talk no Jutsu masterclass, but from the looks of it, his speech stat was not at a high enough level, cause these three don't give a f about anything Kuwabara has to say. They slam that nigga out with no hesitation. And that's how we get to where we are now with Kuwabara's current condition.
Yeah, he was all jacked up.
It turns out Kuwabara's words actually did manage to move these niggas, instilling the dogs that they needed to fight back to mind control long enough for Genkai to destroy the device controlling them, winning Team Urameshi the fight. So I guess technically, this would make Kuwabara an even 1-1, not to mention him successfully pulling off Naruto's ultimate trump card. I think it's safe to say the Kuwabara stocks are up after this match.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, back to Kuwabara versus Risho.
And this one right here is probably Kuwabara's crowning moment in the whole Dark Tournament. Like, the whole team is about to get fucking disqualified on some actual corrupt bullshit. Like, some actual, they know they can't beat Team Urameshi, so they gotta cheat Team Urameshi shit. And there was like nobody else. And Kuwabara, all jacked up and fucking bruised up and broken up, jumps into the ring with his fucking health bar in the red and was like, nah, we still got one fighter left. Me. And everyone's like, bro, you are like 7/8 of the way to death. Are you sure you want to do this? And he was like, ain't no one else to do it. A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. And he just fucking walked that shit. He walked Risho down, yo.
Yusuke got absolutely hoed in this fight against Jin. He ended up getting disqualified, leaving Kuwabara as the only available fighter left on Team Urameshi. And not gonna lie, first watch through, I already wasn't the most confident in Kuwabara's abilities. But now add on top of that, the fact this nigga's ribs are sawdust, oh, I thought he was cooked. Like, I genuinely thought Toguro was gonna step in to stop Team Urameshi from getting hoed. Cause with the shit Kuwabara was in coming into this fight, that shit looked like 99% faith, 1% chance. Nigga can't even talk shit to Hiei without falling to his knees in pain. But even with the heavy disbelief, I needed Kuwabara to get this W. Not only so the team doesn't get packed up, but also cause the tournament committee was hoeing Team Urameshi.
Yo, they really
that
were though.
Had me mad as hell.
They
Kuwabara
really were though.
And he knows it. Even while injured, he charges in wanting all the smoke. But it looks like all the damage is really messing with him. Cause bro can't even whip out a single spirit sword. He tries turning it on and that bitch got no juice at all. Shuts down immediately, leaving my nigga bewildered as he misses his swing and eats a kick to the back.
Oh, I forgot.
Bro's gas tank is on empty as we see Risho start to let his hands fly, just piecing up Kuwabara. Got the announcer asking Kuwabara how it feels to get his ass whooped as he gets the sonic rings knocked out of him.
Yo, he
Kuwabara
does.
eventually gets knocked to the ground.
And this is what I'm talking about. Kuwabara is an absolute unit because he took that ass whooping. Like, yeah, he got his ass whooped, but he took that shit like an absolute fucking man, and he kept getting up and he was like, nah, I don't give a fuck. You're gonna have to kill me to fucking stop me. I ain't staying the fuck down. Fuck that. Fuck you.
Looking like he's done for. But as the announcer is finishing her 10 count, I know you hear him barking. That's the sound coming from inside Kuwabara. Cause this nigga got that dog in him. with maybe like 1 hit point left. Big Kuwabara gets up and starts walking towards Risho, letting him know he's still
Walking
with
him
the
down.
shit. And seeing this
Walk him
much pride
down. That's
had to
right.
have shaken Risho, cause this nigga decides to pull out the big guns against a nigga whose rib cage is damn near non-existent at this moment. No, like for real though. Watching back, why is this nigga only going for headshot when he knows Kuwabara's ribs are cooked? Brother, the body shots are right there. But instead of attacking Kuwabara's very clear weak spot, he starts showing off his own abilities. Turns out Risho is a master of earth and uses his powers to create an armor made of clay. And things were already bad enough for Kuwabara when he was taking the brunt of regular punches. Now you're telling me Risho's out here hitting Pokemon moves? Like my nigga, is that a Giga Impact? This directly too. This got Kuwabara seeing nothing but white light. I'm being dead ass. Look at his eyes when he gets up. Nigga, they lifeless. Even so, he still gets up. Got Risho questioning him in his
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Kuwabara, you gotta give him respect. You gotta put respect on that name.
actions. And Kuwabara tells him his team is up 4-2 and need 1 more point. He gotta clutch up and win this shit at any cost.
And yo, he was ready to do it. That's the thing too. He was ready to put his life down for his teammates. He was like, all right, you know what? Guess what? If I die and you die, my team still wins and your team still loses. So that math adds entirely up to me. I'll see you in hell, bitch.
Bro was prepared to throw his life away for the sake of getting the W. The ultimate
Homie was
team player.
based.
Risho's hitting ass ain't rocking with the real shit Kuwabara was spitting though, and charges in with another Giga Impact?
Brad, he's cheating. Where's the recharge?
Where's the
But
recharge?
this time,
No.
Kuwabara runs in right at him, not ducking, no smoke. And at first, it looks like Risho landed another clean hit. But come to find out, Kuwabara actually intercepted the attack, but is now being pushed back. And as this is happening, one thing comes to mind, Yukina. While reminiscing,
That's
he happens
right.
to hear her voice, which causes him to snap out of thought as he spots her in the crowd. And let me tell
And
you,
that's
right now,
it.
the
That's it. The power of boners.
way niggas be turning up in front of the Huz needs to be studied. This dude Kuwabara, on his last fucking legs, nigga might as well be missing his rib cage. Just ate a Giga Impact head on. Somehow, some way, stops this nigga Risho's whole attack and backhands the ever-living shit out of him. Like I mean, has bro
He
sliding
big slaps
off
that
the
fool.
ring, crashing into the side of the arena.
Nigga, where'd you get this energy from?
Oh, I know where.
You know exactly where he got that energy from. He got that energy from the power of boners,
This
motherfucker.
dude Kuwabara scurries along to where Yukina is and
Look at
starts
this
trying to
dude.
spit game
Look at
mid-match.
that.
Bro could barely move and is sprinting to flex in front of the Huz.
Is this nigga serious?
Shit is so unbelievable, it got Risho tweaking. He charges in, upgrading his clay armor, but through the power of the Huz watching,
He's
this
like,
nigga Kuwabara gets a whole
I got bigger
ass
fish to
anti-boost
fry.
and is able to summon
Get
his
the
spirit
fuck
sword,
out my
which he
face.
uses to
My
slice
fellow's
through
here.
Risho's armor and finishes the fight by decking him in the gut, slugging him straight into the stands.
Yo, he home runs that dude exactly, yo. He home runs that dude.
And you know the Huz are watching, so Kuwabara is going to overform a bit as the announcer finishes her count, declaring Kuwabara the winner, putting him at a 2-1 record after a wild comeback victory in which we learned it don't matter how strong you are, the Huz are watching.
Oh, yeah.
Kuwabara better.
Yep, that's
Finally,
right.
in the positives, it looks like Kuwabara is about to go on a roll for the rest of the tournament. But yeah, we quickly find out that's not the case. His next 2 fights.
Fuck. I almost forgot about this round. He got kind of dogged this round. Like, he had the dog in him the last round, but he got dogged this round. I forgot just how bad this fucking team made my guy look, yo. They literally made him look so bad. It was fucking terrible. Oh, this is gonna be painful to watch. This is gonna be real. This is gonna be more painful to watch than fucking Caesar's death and fucking JoJo's.
If you can call them fights. This dude doesn't even get a chance to scrap before getting cooked.
Like,
Bro gets teleported not
exactly.
once, but twice.
Like, homie finally is fully recovered, finally ready to show off like all his strength, and he literally just loses because he gets teleported out of the goddamn ring. This shit was fucking sad, bro. This shit is fucking hard to watch.
Resulting in 2 ring-out losses. First one against Shishi Wakumaru and his Cape of No Return, which really just teleports bro back to the previous arena the tournament was being held at. And once he finally makes his way back, he tries to get redemption, rushing in against Suzuki with his Spirit Sword, only to get his ass banished once again.
by the same fucking technique, and it sends him to the same spot too. Yo, even he felt he said in the fucking anime he felt super disrespected.
This nigga is trash.
So now my guy goes from a respectable 2-1 to a rough looking 2-3.
Ugh.
But all of that gets made up for by how Kuwabara showed out against the Elder Toguro. And let me
Oh,
just
hell
say,
yeah.
even before the match began, I knew Kuwabara was going to be on timing for the finals. First off, he's coming off that stinger of a performance last round. And more importantly,
The fit. I was about to say, yo. First of all, they all had a fire ass fit for the last round, but Kuwabara's fit was so fucking dope. Kuwabara had the fit. Like whoever fucking guided Kuwabara with his outfit choice here, 10 out of 10.
the fit. My
Look at
boy
that
pulled
shit.
up in the custom all-white suit. Bro did a whole wardrobe swap for this match. Losing while dressed that clean, just Kuwabara starts off by showing off his new juiced up spirit sword. His energy going crazy.
Wait, what happened?
Swap for this match. Losing while dressed that clean, just Kuwabara starts off by showing off his new juiced up spirit sword. His energy going crazy. Not just the people in the stands, but even his own team is speechless. Elder Toguro though, he's unfazed. Kuwabara runs in and swings down his new blade, slicing through Elder Toguro like butter. Everyone's in disbelief, because even with the new fit and the new sword, Kuwabara was still the heavy underdog. Even his own sister didn't think he'd win. So the crowd's just stunned, trying to process what they just saw. Kuwabara standing there cheesing, like he didn't even know he had this in him. The announcer walks up to check Elder Togoro's body, confirming he's cooked, and announces Kuwabara as the winner. But right as he does, Elder Toguro sneaks up from behind and stabs Kuwabara. Now, before we move on, I just want to point something out. This fight should technically be over.
That's true. That's true. I remember that. Elder Tagora was a slimy motherfucker. All through and through. The Elder Tagora brother was a he was devoid of all the honor his younger brother had.
Listen to this.
And the winner is Kuwabara!
You heard that right? The announcer declared Kuwabara the winner before he got snuck, and considering how Team Yurmeshi's been getting hoed by technicalities this whole tournament, technically, this fight should have already been over. Elder Toguro took way more than 10 seconds to recover, which is the same rule they used to hoe Yusuke and Kurama. But
Very
of course,
true.
the tournament committee stay hating on Team Yurmeshi. So yeah, Kuwabara gets declared the winner, then immediately stabbed from behind. And what really hurts about this attack, not even the stabbing part, it's that the
It fucked up his
all-white
fit.
fit got torn and bloodstained at the same time? Oh no! No cap. Elder Toguro would have been on serious pack watch, because if there's one thing we learned in that Hiei video, it's that as long as you don't mess with the fit, Hiei won't mess with your life. Anyway, from behind Kuwabara, we see Elder Toguro emerge from the ground. Turns out the body Kuwabara sliced through earlier was him, but thanks to his body manipulation ability, he managed to twist himself around, so Kuwabara only cut through part of his hand. Meanwhile, Kuwabara is sitting there wishing he had a senzu bean, because it's looking real obvious why he's not the betting favorite right now. Elder Toguro not only loots bro for his new sword hilt, but also starts going in for the morale attacks, hitting him with the news that his little bro put Genkai on his shirt, and that everyone on his team knew, except him. This gets Kuwabara deep in his feelings. Bro's going through flashbacks and everything. And while he's stuck reminiscing, Elder Toguro takes the chance to land another piercing strike, dropping Kuwabara to his knees. Then he really starts getting disrespectful, saying outrageous stuff about Genkai, to the point where even younger Toguro starts feeling a certain type of way.
I don't hate none of y'all. Y'all family. I love y'all. But we got to draw some lines. This shit getting out of hand.
Hearing his OG get disrespected like that, Kuwabara just couldn't let it. Bro stands up, tears in his eyes, and you see energy start radiating off him as he calls Elder Toguro honorless. Elder Toguro doesn't care though. To him, a win's a win, whether he has to lie, cheat, or steal. He forms a drill with his hands and fires it straight at Kuwabara, who doesn't even move, head still down. The attack lands directly, but to everyone's shock, Toguro can't pierce through him. All that trash talk about Genkai put a battery in this man's back. Kuwabara wants nothing more than to slide for his OG.
Oh, hell
Using every
yeah.
ounce of resolve he got left, Kuwabara thrusts his hands forward and fires off. Wait a minute,
Spirit
that
Shuriken.
technique, the rapid fire motion, the hand gesture. Is that Vegeta's technique? And it's actually working? Wrap it up, I've seen enough. This man just made one of the most useless moves in anime.
Yo, that's right. We all know when Vegeta started doing that shit, it's about to be a wrap. That is the unofficial sign that Vegeta has run out of options. And now he's literally just throwing shit at the wall and hoping something will stick.
Actually lethal. Kuwabara might be the GOAT after this. Anyway, Kuwabara rapid fires a bunch of spirit swords, shredding Elder Toguro and leaving him flat on his ass in disbelief. Bro fucked around and talked a bunch of hot shit about Genkai, and big Kuwabara made him find out. With Elder Toguro now in pieces, the announcer starts her count while Kuwabara tries to hit an aura-filled walk-off. But just before he can lock in the victory, Toguro starts piecing himself back together.
You what?
Turns out the only way to pack him up for good is to pierce either his heart or brain, otherwise he'll just keep putting himself back together. Now fully healed, Elder Toguro shoots his fingers around Kuwabara, impaling and lifting him up before slamming him back into the ring, giving him some serious deja vu from his
I was
fight with
about to be
Rinku.
like,
But unlike
damn,
back
again?
then, losing here means it's game over. Elder Toguro is about done playing around. He turns his arm into a blade and preps for the kill shot, but while he's focused on finishing Kuwabara, Kuwabara's got his eyes on something else, his sword hilt, lying right beside Toguro. He knows if he can reach it, that's ball game. Toguro goes in for the final strike, but right before the attack lands, Kuwabara shoots his spirit energy towards the hilt, snatching it just in time. And as I just said, if he got his hands on that hilt,
Ball game.
Game over, bro.
he slices Elder Toguro to pieces again, and peep the ore farm. Bro catches his sword like it's Thor's hammer, mean mugging the dismembered Elder Toguro, while lightning crackles around him like he's gone Super Saiyan 2. This nigga Kuwabara just knew he looked tough in this frame. After aura farming a little, Kuwabara tells the announcer to start the count, but before she can, Elder Toguro reminds him that unless he can destroy his heart or brain, he'll just keep coming back. And since he can rearrange his body parts at will, Kuwabara will never hit either directly. So Kuwabara's like, bet. Knowing precision won't cut it, he goes big brain mode, expanding the
Spirit
energy
fly
from his
swatter.
hilt until his spirit sword turns into a giant fly swatter. The wider range lets him completely
Smack.
eviscerate Elder Toguro in one blow. And just look at Elder Togoro's face, pure fear, as the last thing he sees is big Kuwabara sliding for his OG. That brings Kuwabara's Dark Tournament record to an even 3-3. Or for the sports fans out there, sitting right at 500. But don't let that fool you. We all know Kuwabara's impact on Team Urameshi goes far beyond what his record says. First of all, one of those losses is a bit Mickey to me, simply because I said it earlier and I'll
One?
say it again. Rinku was ducking this nigga. When he used his yo-yos to hold Kuwabara out the ring, he wanted no smoke. And with that evidence, I believe wholeheartedly that if Kuwabara got back in that ring, he would have applied belt to ass against that little nigga.
Fuck
His other
yeah.
two losses, on the other hand, I can't lie. Bro was just sorry in those matches. And even if you don't want to give him grace for his match against Rinku, I can't take away from his all-time assist in the final match of Yusuke versus Toguro. All
Yep.
the marbles on the line, and everyone sees that Yusuke needs an extra push to reach his full power and finally put hands on Toguro. So what does Kuwabara do when Toguro needs to catch a body so Yusuke can power up? He steps up, no fear in his
Yep.
eyes, and drops an all-time quote.
A mulberry is a tree, Kuwabara is a man.
A mulberry is a tree, Kuwabara is a man, and I'll prove it.
Let me tell you,
Fuck
there's
yeah.
no cap in his rap. Bro could have said anything, and he chose to spit facts.
Fuck
As
yeah.
He rushes in, literally taking one for the team, and allowing Yusuke to fully lock in and bring home the W. Truly showing why his Dark Tournament run was one for the books, even if the record says otherwise. Well, that's all for today, folks. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And the question of the day is, who's your favorite anime swordsman? Me personally, I'd have to go with Zoro. That nigga is tough, even if he is the minority hunter. But that aside, let me know your choices down in the comments. And until next time, peace.
It's diabolical.